Crossfire Philippines ba?
Dito sa malagim na gabi, magsisimula ang kaliwanagan kung sino nga ba talaga ang pinakaangat sa Team Stallions at EVOS Arcilla. Kami pa rin ang inyong mga kasama dito sa panel, Mochi and Salvatore. Right now, Salvi, ano ang masasabi mo dito sa matchup na to?
I love it so much. Okay lang na maulit to ng 10 beses kasi hindi talaga matatap up nung nakaraan kung ano yung pwedeng maging init na itong laban ng Stallions tsaka ng EVOS, no, pre. Two of the most gigantic franchises ng Crossfire Philippines, pagtatambalin mo in a best of 5, partida wala kang binayaran ticket, libre yung papanoorin mong cinema.
Yes, lalong-lalo na no that all of our people here na tumatangkilik ng Crossfire, sumusuporta sa mga teams na to, they can do it at the comfort of their own homes. Kaya naman no, we are about to get the party started and we are certain that this is gonna be ending with a bang. Pero ano nga ba ang pinaglalaban itong dalawang teams natin ito? Syempre, other than the never-ending rivalry na meron dito for Stallions and EVOS is the fact that once again, for Team Stallions, they never get the champion title for the regional finals, no? At laging si EVOS ang nakakagawa nun. But other than that, for EVOS though, they're opting to get their three-peat already.
Yun na yun eh. Parang it's already set in stone na every time Stallions reach the best of 5 position, palagi na lang sila nababaldado dito. They crumble under pressure. Their star players fail to meet the expectations. And now is the chance for them to redeem themselves na hindi lang talaga nila kayang makipagsabayan not just in international soil but as well in domestic fashion as well. Eto na nga ang ating team Stallions. Former Ubek Maniac, they have now represented a new colorway which is black and orange, pero sila pa rin ang nasa kanila pa rin ang dugong Cebuano, no, and they are still breathing themselves, you know, that amazing Crossfire breath in them, no, na alam mo talagang mainit talaga silang maglaro, Mochi.
Tsaka na, tignan mo yung turo ni Kanu kanina dun sa picture nila, no? Nakakatakot, men. Aura kung aura farm. Pero ito pa ang nakakadagdag ng aura ng Team Stallions, yung stats natin dito.
Tingnan mo naman yung mga numero na yun, no? Walang under .90. Lahat nga sila numero 1 nga dito, no? Which tells na lahat ng nilalaro nga nila, Mochi, no, is they're always net positive. And take a look at the numbers na binabato dito ni KLP and as well as the KLB, no? With him being able to have a .57 headshot percentage bilang IGL and KLP dominating the ranks of the sniper alongside his adversary, etc., it just sparks a lot of conversation na Team Stallions is in their most dominant form ever yet. Pero may question mark at may asterisk yung dulong ng narrative na yun, eh, no, Mochi? Hindi pa rin nila malagyan ng tropeyo ang kanilang cabinet with a domestic title.
Yeah, pero given and granted na rin dito yung ating history, no, na pinasimulan nila ng laban dito kay EVOS na kinagulat ng lahat, no, na parang akala natin EVOS might be Stallions kryptonite but they proved otherwise with opting for a clean 2-0 sweep here, which is just pretty much crazy. Pero let us now talk about their arch nemesis, EVOS Arcilla. Kasi biro mo naman, no, sinimulan natin, napakatindi ng talima. They've been able to show that they are definitely the ones na mga alpha naman talaga. Considering that they are consistently proving that they are on top of the food chain here, na laging ang pasimuno nito si Cetra at si Yopib.
Mga kanya-kanyang trono pa rin silang inuupuan. A lot of teams tried. Pacific Macta last year, 2 beses tinesting ng Ubek Maniac. There's nothing, absolutely nothing na nagawa yung mga teams na yon para patumbahin ang EVOS Arcilla. The reign of EVOS Arcilla is still upon us at wala tayong magagawa kundi tignan lang sila sa kinatataas because that's where they belong, in the immortal state that is the gods, no? They are the undisputed gods of Crossfire Philippines, proving proving themselves na back-to-back champions nga sila with almost international prowess, almost beating Rock Esports, nadikitan nila yung Gaon Gaming during ACL. They still have that aura in them, no, Mochi? Sila pa rin ang standard. Sila pa rin ang ating susundan pag gusto mo na makakita ng perfect crossbar.
Yeah, and not to mention, no, almost perfect na nga rin ang kanilang run dito. And considering then, I feels like Cetra's been like the highest in terms of kill per round, no, 0.98. Talagang yun lang yung naging issue nila dito, no, is yung laban nila nung Team Stallions. And not to mention, it seems like there were some moments of weaknesses here being faced dito during their series against Execration and as well as Pacific Esports. Man, when it comes to like ending a very polished series, parang merong kaunting gas-gas dito for EVOS ng bahagya. Pero with the current status na meron sila ngayon at Team Stallions pa ang katapat nila, I doubt that they'll be letting that slide.
Let's see, because this is now also the EVOS Arcelia na hindi pa nga peak pero kinakatakutan na nga na talaga ng mga ibang teams and as well as to us analysts because of their sheer brute aggression talaga sa paglalaro ng mga maps like Port and Eagle Eye, two of which has been seen a high pick rate dito sa ating current meta ng Filipino crossbar, no? At sila ang namumuno noon. A lot of teams really tried to even things out pero wala talagang lumalapit sa level na binabato dito ng EVOS Arcelia. They are still that dominant, they are still that well respected. Sa gameplay pa nga lang naman, alam na ng Pacific, alam na ng Execration, especially ng Stallions na hindi biro ang ginagawa ng EVOS sa kanilang venture para makuha ang pangatlong kampiyon.
Pero, nako, wait lang, Salvatore, kasi may mga naririnig na akong mga boses dito. Pero
Oh my God.
kaunting liter lang dito sa huling 30 segundo, no? Kung naaalala nyo, a couple of weeks ago, meron tayong preview show kung saan nandun si 02 at si Coach Tanks. Pero it seems like we're gonna be having the very same thing this time around. A face-off interview with both of these very, very prominent coaches. Ayan na, Coach Tanks and 02. Meron kaming mga questions para sa inyo. At papangunahan ko na ito. Sa tingin mo, ano ang win condition ng team nyo going into this series na pwedeng makapag-pressure sa kabilang team? Let's start with Coach Tanks.
Just prepared. Yun lang.
Short and sweet, no? Parang mahirap din kasi banatin no? Baka kasi it could be something exposing sa kabilang team, Coach 02, same question. What do you think is your win condition heading into the series na tingin mo magiging threatened ang Stallions dito?
Win condition for us against the Stallion? Simple lang, we just need to stop their aggressiveness. Yun lang nakikita ko. That's all I can see about Stallion, their aggressiveness, and it's very effective sa kanilang play style, and that's why they're very dangerous kahit sa international pace. And that's all we're focusing on, and let's see if Tanks can lead something new. We will see, Tanks, pare.
Okay, the question does not stop there, no? Mochi, marami pa tayong tanong na gustong ibato dito kay Coach Tanks at kay Coach 02. Ibato na natin ang ikalawang tanong, no? Mahirap kasi ba natin sino ba talaga ang tunay na number one? Nakakalamang si Stallions against EVOS and then EVOS nakakalamang against Stallions. Pero ito, both teams are considered as number one. What separates your team against your opponent to? Coach Tanks, ano yung pinagkaiba ni Stallions kay EVOS sa pagiging number one?
If being honest, they're number one currently. Up until malaman natin result to time. Kasi two-time champion nga sila, diba? Ano yan, given yun. What separates us? Well, number one, siguro yung mental fortitude na naipakita namin sa international scene. Siguro yun lang. Maliban doon, o baga given na lahat nakikita naman ng lahat na medyo contrast yung style ng EVOS sa team namin. Sabi nga ni Shane kanina, aggressive kami. Alam din naman namin na medyo slow pace, and medyo obvious din yung slow pace kung ano man ang i-bring nila sa table tonight. So yun, hindi ko siya masabi na really separates kasi every team naman has a strong point. Pero I take pride on that. Yun na lang. Let's put it that way.
Alright.
Okay, my answer, I can answer Tank's question din para sa kanya. Actually, the best feature ng team niya, Tanks, is yung relentless. Yung pagka, yung tapang nila. Sobrang tapang ng mga bata ni Tanks. Doesn't matter kung sino katapat nila. So, yeah, confidence. I think it's one of the best feature na share ni Tanks sa mga bata niya is yung pagiging confident sa laban. Maraming beses kami nagkalaban ni Tanks. And no matter what position he is in before, he's going to be confident. That's all I can say about Tanks. And about our team naman, pare, please don't take this personally. Pero I think what separates us is our experience. Kasi as Tanks knows, naging saksi rin naman siya sa mga I'm a more experienced sa kanya. Player before, so I that's what I did to my players. Shinare ko sa nila yung mga experience ko, and everything that they're doing is all about the experience I learned throughout my years. And then these players, until this tournament, I think we were the better. We have the better firepower. We have the better tactic. But now it's all equal in firepower, and maybe much more sa STS side. The firepower for STS is so scary even for us, but we are going to do this tactically. That's all I can say. The firepower for the 5 guys of Tanks, so scary, and with that confidence that Tanks is sharing with the kids, it's gonna be a real challenge for my guys. And again, as a experienced player, and as these guys as a champion, we will do our best sa experience wise to stop that confident. Sabi nga ni ng bata ko rito, ni Elvin, is false confidence. Papakita namin is going to be false confidence. But yeah, let's see what's gonna happen tonight.
Oh, well, that is, thank you for the insights, no, Coach Shane and Coach Tang. So, what I really admire is the respect coming from both of our coaches, acknowledging kung saan talaga yung talagang kalakasan ng ating mga bata dito ngayon. Pero, eto po ang ating susunod na question. Yung rivalry history nyo, mas nagiging dagdag ba ito sa motivation, or is this extra pressure na kailangan yung i-handle?
Sinong sasagot?
Coach Tang?
Shane naman.
Go ahead, Tanks.
Pwede Shane naman. Una ako kanina
Okay.
Una na.
Coach.
Una na.
Alright, I think
Talaga.
Tanks knows what I'm going to say. He's been my competitor since, I don't know, 2016, 14. Pero yeah, it is. It is a fire fuel for us. So, what I'm suggesting yung mga fans ng STS, you need to keep quiet. You need to do that. Because everything that you're going to throw on us, Tanks knows that it's going to be a fuel. Pati si Salvatore, mga sinasabi niya, it's not going to be personal for us. It is going to be personal for us. We're going to use that as a fuel. Yung mga sinasabi niyo na top 1 ng STS, that's going to burn the fire so big that sometimes teams cannot stop the aggressiveness, the fearfulness. They're going to fear us. That's how it is. I trained this guy to convert all those bashes, yung mga ginagawa yung sa amin. They know how to convert it to rage that can make them so freaking fearful for the opponent. So that's what's happening here. So all of that, we're going to convert it. It's going to be more pure for us. Pagkaiba nga sa international kasi mababait yung kalaban namin. So I need you guys STS fans to step up. Bash us more pag sa international, and you will see the real EVOS.
Oh my
EVOS
God.
are.
Okay. Fiery words, Coach Shane. Grabe, sobrang init. Coach Tanks, anything to say dun sa tanong namin kanina? Is it pressure? Is it motivation?
We have never been pressured. Pero hindi rin namin like parang kailangan ba maghanap kami ng mga babasahin, kailangan ba maghanap kami ng mga maririnig namin para maging motivation namin. Maaari, pwedeng dagdag gasolina. Pero hindi naman dun lang yun . Ako, medyo contrast talaga kami ng coach ng EVOS, which is ito si Shane. Medyo iba yung linya kung paano namin kino-coach yung mga teams, mga respective teams namin. Pero yun, ako, I do it na medyo mas honorable manner. Ganun.
Mine is honorable, man. It's all about...
Hindi ko sasabihin hindi ka honorable. Kumbaga, mas laid back. Okay na lang.
Yeah,
Let's put
yeah.
it that way. Mas
Yeah.
laid back kami.
I just want it to be fierce, pare. Yeah, I just want it to be fierce. Kasi sometimes if you sometimes if you're on top for so long, it's going to be so boring yung mga next. So you need the motivation to keep you going and going and going. And I made
fine.
sure that these guys adapt that from me. And yeah, they're actually adapting it. Pero yung, yeah. And
Knowing
diba,
Shane, just fun fact, guys. Knowing Shane, he knows how to find the right switches if you, parang kahit any word that you will throw. Kahit ano lang yan, kahit medyo minor lang yan. Basta magagamit niya yun as gasoline lagi, gaya na sinabi niya.
yeah, that's true. Actually.
Dati pa yun, player pa lang siya, gano'n na siya.
Ramdam mo yung contrast no? From
Yeah.
yin yang, good to evil, Batman to Joker.
Uy,
I
grabe sa
the
good to
answers.
evil, oh.
Ang ganda talaga. It's a series talaga na marami talagang dapat ang nakaabang dito, no? But the questions do not stop there. Coach Tangs and Coach 02. Kay Coach
Dami yan.
kay Coach
Dami
02,
yan,
ikaw gusto kong magsimula sa tanong na to because I know how you answer and how you deal with these kinds of questions. Paano mo tinitignan ang Team Stallions bilang kalaban?
Uy, good question.
Okay. Sabi ko nga sa post ko, sa mata ng nakakarami, wala na mapansin na they're the number 4 teams sa buong mundo. They need to prove it to us because right now, all we can see is they're the number 2 team under us. So yun yung mentality namin. Iba usapan eh. It's all about ano yan eh, mas effective yung style nila internationally. Pero if you're going to face us, they did not prove that yet. That's what I'm saying. We know that we can counter-strat them. We know what they're doing. We know how to counter that. So pero I'm not going to tell dito, Salvatore, I'm not going to sell my fellow, kasi kakampi ko yan pagdating sa ibang bansa, hayaan yung mag-figure out yung ibang bansa. Pero for us, EVOS Esports, EVOS ARC, we know how to deal with SDS. But I'm not going to tell you guys how. You need to figure it out. I'm not going to help the international team figuring out one of the best teams in the Philippines. So that's what, I cannot answer that fully, Salvatore, yun lang.
Few laid back answers no, mula dito kay Coach Shane. Pero how about you, Coach Tangs? Opposite direction pero same question. Paano mo tinitignan ng EVOS Arcilia bilang kalaban?
I've always told my boys na if there's like a standard for in-game discipline, and this is true story, no? I have to give them the props of having maybe arguably the best in-game discipline ng mga player, no? And ano yun, ginagamit din namin siya like as parang pwede rin kami ma-inspire kung how EVOS players are very disciplined in-game. Eh, pwede naman namin yung ma-adapt, diba? So somehow marami din kami natututunan sa kanila, hindi lang as parang rival nga, diba? Kailangan lagi magkaaway kami, magkalabang kami. Sabi nga niya, pagdating sa ibang bansa, we can use like each other. Yung style na ganito, pwede pala yun, pwede pala yun. Why not use it? Kasi ano bang goal talaga natin dito, di ba? Parehas kami magre-represent kapunta sa Chengdu and we want to win the world championship. Pero yun, kung sinabi niya na tingin niya sa amin is number 2, well, obviously ganun din tingin namin sa kanila. Kasi champion talaga sa Pilipinas and we have to try to take it from them. Yeah.
Wow.
Yun yung obvious
Wow.
nun eh.
Very much great insights, no? Ito na. Para sa ating mga coaches, makapag-prepare na sila dito at makafocus sa kanilang laban, ito po ang ating huling question. Ano ang gusto mong sabihin sa opposing coach bago magsimula ang series?
Go ahead, thanks. Go ahead.
Gusto sabihin sa iyo?
Sa akin daw.
Inside. No holds barred. No holds barred.
No holds barred? Hindi ako ganun eh. Good luck na lang.
You're making it so hard for me to trust you, man. Come on. But anyway, alright. So, ganito yan. Si Tanks, ganyan yan sa interview. Pero sa laban, oh man, he do trash talk us a lot sa laban before. Pero yeah, for me, I know Tanks is expecting this. Pero yeah, we're going to bring nukes may mga nukes na kami for them. We are so fucking, oh, sorry. We are so ready. Freaking ready.
Minus.
Sorry.
Minus points.
We're so ready. It's going to be war. You guys, yung mga nanonood dyan, you're going to be on the edge of your seat. It's going to be, and it's going to be five maps. It's gonna be 5 maps. If they prepare. Kasi if not, we're going to 3-0 you guys. You need to be ready. You need to bring all your guns. Because these guys were freaking locked and loaded.
Oh my God. He is that
Wow.
prepared, no? Coach 02. Coach Tanks and Coach 02, thank you so much sa oras nyo. Good luck. Mamaya, bigyan nyo kami ng magandang
Good luck.
crossfire. And this is going to be a series worth remembering for generations and generations. Good luck, and good luck.
Let's go! Come on!
There we go! And we are here, the war guys from EVOS Arcilia, and the classic cadence din dito in terms of quietness for Coach Tanks. Pero man, grabe, lahat ng mga sinagot ng coaches natin, nakakapanindig, balahibo, and every single word that they say, nakakakabog ng dibdib, because we can definitely see what this series may mean for them and what is yet to come.
Man, walang tapon dun sa mga sinabi ng dalawang coaches na yun, and I'm all in for it. Kung yung dalawang yun ipag-head to head natin, yung players naman, yung mga maglalaro sa gitna ng digmaan, no? Who are we putting up
There we
against?
go.
Oh my God. Sniper versus Rifler. Number 1 ng Stallions at number 1 ng EVOS Arcilia. This is, hindi pa sila naglalaro, Mochi, ang init na kagad, may aura nang nilalabas, ang dalawang pinapatahimik tayo.
Dude, need we say, for kung ano pa yung kailangang i-point out natin kay Kano and Cetra, men, both of these
Wala na.
players definitely a devil to be dealt with, no? Nakakatakot, nakakakaba, and the moment na masipat ka nila, sigurado mamamatay ka. And that is the prowess, that is the aura being shown to us by both of these players, both of these teams, both of our coaches, and ito nga ang historya na meron dito.
Well, kung makikita mo talaga, no, may numero dito ng Stallions ang EVOS Arcilia, and every time that EVOS Arcilia comes up with a competition against Team Stallions, sila pa rin talaga ang nananaig nga dito, no? From the recent times na nakikita natin, but for international soil, it's a different statement. EVOS Arcilia is still trying to come up with ways para mas malalim pa nga yung pwesto nga nila with international appearances, pero Team Stallions, they have been that team na nagre-represent nga talaga ng Filipino crossfire, finishing 4th sa crossfire EWC and number 3 nung ACL 2025. Dito naman tayo sa ating map comparison, no, Mochi. You can definitely feel na ang ganda ng kulay, no? Pero kung makikita mo, walang nagkakalayo sa isa't isa. Nalalamangan ng EVOS yung Stallions dito sa mapan to, and vice versa.
Yeah, exactly. And it feels like kahit nasabihin natin na merong mga graphs dito na medyo kalahati or something like that, it feels like it's a bit of an understatement, especially granted na rin the history in terms of leagues na pinagsalihan at pinagtapatan nitong ating mga teams dito, wherein EVOS talaga na mayagpag dito sa mga nakaraan during their SGG Reborn days. Pero ito nga ang ating points of the match for STS in their fast, fatal, and fearless area. Talagang calculated ang kanilang plays, regardless that it is very fast-paced and a bit explosive they play, but they are methodical, and of course yung map control talagang yan ang priority dito. Definitely removing the best defenses, kung sino man ang kalaban niya, no? Si Kano ang the man to rely on this one. For KLB though, it's always the biggest step up, especially nung naging meta ang ating HK417. Matindi ang impact na nailalabas dito ng Stallions in terms of firepower.
EVOS Arcilia, opposite ends na nga naman, no? From attacker and IGL, dito dadalin namin ang sniper, pati na nga rin ang aming attacker, no? Yobib has been on the front lines almost 3 years now. Siya talaga ang nagiging embodiment ng word ng SGJ and as well as EVOS Arcilia. And now with the addition of Cetra, mas lalo pang naging deadly ang offense na meron sila. From Eagle Eye prominence, silang naging pioneers noon. Ngayon, Port and Ankara na ang nagte-tailor fit dito kung bakit bakit nga yun yung mapa na kailangan respetuhin dito ng Team Stallions. Kung matatandaan nyo, PH Masters 2025, saan nga ba sinara ng EVOS Arcilia ang series nila against Team Stallions to claim their second championship? Sa Ankara yun. If that is not going to be an issue here for EVOS, it will be mostly huge para dito sa Team Stallions. Their aggression just speaks volumes at yun ang kailangan ingatan dito ng Team Stallions.
And my, oh my, we are now here. Ilang minuto na lang, talagang makikipagpalagan na. At dito na tayo sa ating main event of the day. And just in a bit, magtatawag na rin tayo ng ating mga tropa na si Bipolar and as well as si Sneaky Frog. Ready na ba kayo sa laban ng EVOS at Stallions?
Yeah, ready na siya. Wala pa tayo sa unang mapa natin. Kamatis na si Bipolar. Bipolar, insights naman. Bigyan mo naman kami ng masasabi mo sa series na to.
Alam mo, nag-ready na ako ng intro para sa pag-trino nyo na sa amin dito. It's gonna be one hell of a banger matchup na kung saan since day number 1 feeling ko alam na ng lahat na ito yung maglalaban-laban. And it's just poetic na may interview pa tayo with the coaches kanina. So uminit lang lalo mismo yung battlefield natin.
For sure. Ay, man. Grabe. I can't wait for the series to start. In all honesty, it's been years in the making. Yung rivalry na to, pare. I think I'm one half of the two people who came up with yung good versus evil na storyline. The other one being the guy to the right sa akin dito. So, ayun nga. I feel like this is finally the peak of it. Ito na yung pinaka-peak ng ating series, pare.
Oo, no, ito na ang ang katuktuk-tuktukan ng Mount Everest. Pero speaking of lugar, ano nga ba ang mga mapang paglalaroan ng ating dalawang teams right now?
Hindi mo ko sub-base.
Pinaka-iintay, oo, ang pinakaabangan.
No way!
Kung sino may
No way!
Sub-base,
Port
Eagle Eye, Ankara at saka new
Walang bago.
compound. Any thoughts here, Salvatore?
Replay. Walang bago, Mochi. Ito yung map dito ng PH Masters 2025. Nagsimula sa sub-base, nakuha yun ng Arcilia. Lumipat tayo ng port, nanalo ang Stallions doon, and then tinapos na ng Arcilia sa Ankara. It's so poetic. Men, oh men, there's no deep analysis dito eh, no? Ganyan kalalim ang laban ng Arcilia tsaka ng Stallions, Mochi. It's so big. Ito na talaga yung kinakaabangan ng Pilipino tuwing Linggo at Sabado. It's this matchup talaga.
Bipolar. Let's go.
I'm just speechless, Mochi, na nakalagpas talaga dito yung sub-base. And even Port, I like Port here coming in from EVOS. Alam naman natin na they are the ones that, have made this a hometown. Number 2 sa kanila, it's Eagle Eye 2.0. I think that this might be a 50-50 for both of these teams, but the rest of the maps, I think it doesn't care anymore. Feeling ko may isang team dito na possibly makakuha ng 3 maps pa lang agad. Like, ganun katindi yung map pool natin.
Sneaky Frog, how about you?
Yeah, kagaya nga nung sinabi ni Salvatore, it is a replay of yung Masters natin. I was actually very surprised na Subbase actually made it dito sa ating map pool. At the same time, EVO's not preserving itong port for their very last pick dito sa best of 5 natin. So I feel like there is a bit of a different objective para dito sa EVO's, maybe similar sa nakita natin, which they're gonna try to end this one fast kasi yun nga, no, pag umabot pa tayo ng 5, who knows who's gonna win.
Yeah, parang yun yung magiging tema natin dito ngayon, no? It's just who will be able to continue getting the victory as fast as they can. And ang tinded that we are doing it in this same way. Pero ito na nga, no, lahat tayo hindi na makapagantay, kaya naman bilisan na natin ang ating mga predictions for this time around. Pero this time, since ako ang batas, ihuhuli ko yung sarili ko. Salvatore, ikaw muna.
Hindi muna ako. Si Polar muna dapat. Yung mga caster muna.
Alam nyo, mabilisan dapat to, so dapat si Sneaky muna ang mauna. Sneaky, simulan mo na.
Grabe, pinasa agad sa... I'm gonna go, let's say... this time, feeling ko iikot to, pare. 3-1 Stallions.
No way! Okay.
Feeling ko it's time to also just keep on, adding wood to the fire. I'll go 3-1 in favor of Stallion.
Uy!
Coach 02, sana nakikinig ka ngayon. Let this be fuel para sa'yo. Alam mo naman mga pinag-usapan natin, pero it's still in me. Team Stallions 3-0. 0.
Zero
What a curveball.
is insane dito
What a
for
curveball.
Salvatore. And I guess I'm just gonna be the only one watching for a 3-2 here for Stallions. But yeah, I guess it's gonna be our predictions, no? 3-2 in favor of Stallions. On my end, all of us are well aware kung ano ang kakayahan nitong ating mga teams, and I am pretty sure this, kay ikaw na rin nagsabi, Salvatore, this can be used by EVOS to even fuel their drive into securing that repeat. Kaya naman, kaunting panahon pa, tadayo na tayo sa ating action! Bipolar and Sneaky Frog! Simulan nyo na to!
It's time to make history mula hieroglyphs papunta sa paggamit ng sulat ng pluma. Ihanda nyo na kasi this is the finals of Crossfire Philippines. Regional finals mula China hanggang Europe hanggang Pilipinas. Maghanda kayo to experience the best Filipino crossfire that you've ever seen. Bipolar together with Sneaky Frog. Sneaky, buti na lang magkasama tayo dito kasi parehas tayo ng prediction, but we know that EVOS can possibly even turn the tables around. Any thoughts bago tayo pumasok sa ating set number 1?
Call it prediction pare or call it rage bait. Either way, it is gonna be
it's the
a good
same.
series in between yung in between yung dalawang teams natin. I am so happy that we have made it to this point dito sa tournament natin. I feel like everybody literally feeling ko yung group stage was a waiting room for these two teams to finally clash dito sa ating grand finals, and ayun nga, we're gonna get another chapter on probably the best rivalry this country has ever seen in the game of Crossfire pare. Ayun nga, two teams equally as strong dito. Granted, ayun nga, people love to point out this EVOS International stage results, no, but there is a bit of nuance dun sa dun sa results nila. Yun nga, they went up against really tough opponents, Paisha Gaming obviously, dun sa ACL, and some very tough opponents dun sa EWC. So ayun nga, no, I feel like we have not seen the entirety of EVOS yet, pati nga dito sa loob ng regionals. I feel like there is something still hidden within them, no, and obviously knowing Stallions, obviously knowing si Tanks, he knows that about K02. He loves to hide some stuff all throughout yung group stage natin, and ayun nga, I feel like Tanks is possibly preparing for a surprise kasi ayun nga, first surprise is already same veto dun sa Masters pare.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just the deja vu of of matchup number 1 natin in the regional finals. It's also what happened in Masters. Ngayon, the caliber of these two teams is about to be tested. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. Welcome to EVOS Arc versus Team Stallions, and surprise, surprise, we're starting on sub-base.
Sa base home court dito ng ating Stallions na squad. BL side start para dito sa EVOS GR for Stallions. Last time that they had a fight dito sa ating sub-base, it is Stallions doing somewhat better pagdating nga dito sa kanilang GR side, but their BL is also quite the threat. Pero knowing kasi EVOS, they probably well-researched yung mga defaults dito na Stallions. Stallions, of course, with a more, pwede nga natin sabihin, more flowy na default. No, you can see itong si JJ going in between yung mga sides natin, making sure every side has a backup here.
Pero nga, EVOS already here in Locker's Law, able to pick off Killer for some reason dito sa woods. Pero they don't care. Cetra knows where KLB's at. At ako po, tumama pa out of nowhere. What a pick! They know where they're at. KSA now enters the fray. JJ challenges here in the second floor. Kills off KSA. He knows there's someone is still there. Pero Yobib ngayon sa passage becoming a problem. Cetra activates. JJ contemplates. 1 minute 18 seconds. Hiwa-hiwalay ang players natin coming in from EVOS, and they take away Cetra as he goes away. 2v3. The C4 is in A. Sabi ni Elvin, lumapit ka dito. Or kung ayaw mo, Yobib, magstay ka dyan. Tigilan mo. Makapasok dito sa CR yung tatlong players. Multiple flashes. Great grenades. Connecting onto JJ. 30 seconds. Yobib nag-aantay, 18 HP, pinalampas muna ngayon, trying to for the rage bait, info is there, 24 seconds, Yobib now, magpapakita ata dito, gets 1, pero 1 for 1 na yung trade-off doon, it's all up to Elvin. Ang buong lason dito ng EVOS towards STS, goes towards the box, no one does this, 10 seconds into the clock, kailangan niya paggamitan ng oras dito, KLB defusing, gets the JJ, and he sprays him down, KLB falls down, first round, goes to the hands of EVOS Art.
Grabe, that's such a classic Elvin move as well. Dito, Bipolar, getting that very, very thin millisecond timing para makatago dito on that A-box position. Stallions obviously none the wiser pagdating dito sa luwag, no? They knew the information that Elvin was playing itong metal box but looking the wrong direction entirely. Grabe. Down to the 1v2. First round pa lang tayo dito sa sub-base, pare. EVOS get their first round on the board.
We're also seeing some incredible shots already for Cetra, no? That was, if you realize how insane that was on a pick on KLP of all people also. These sniper v snipers are also a head-to-head na kailangan natin tignan and panoorin pa. Ito yung signature actually for 1-2-2 setup ng STS. Just put KLB, the IGL on A as a bait, as a solo defense. Tapos kayo nalang maglaro dito on B passage and as well as second mid. But EVOS trying to wait the long game. 130 seconds, 1 minute already out of the game.
Yun nga. EVOS taking their sweet time para kunin yung second mid control. And they're just making sure na if any Stallions players does decide to go forward, they would go for the full punish. But Stallions with a more, international stage kind of defense na nakikita natin. It's a very, very peeled back KLP in a very good angle. Kaso baka maunahan sa dito ni Zetra, who is gonna get hit first with the sniper. Reaction time better, Zetra around the corner, but the control is way better para dito kay KLP. 55 seconds na lang natitira. Gusto sumunod ni Yobib. Yobib picking up the TRG. 2F occupied dito ni JJ, pare, pero there's still plenty of time for EVOS to go around unless Loy cuts off the rotation by himself. EBR doing a lot of damage. JJ bumabaril na nga. Meron pa isa na nasa 4-box pero hindi pa natamaan dito si Yobib. 39 seconds left on the clock and they're getting chased down. Quick scope for Yobib. No scope, not gonna hit. Here comes a nade. Not gonna kill him. Hindi pa tapos ang laban dito sa LR, but instead KLP just ends it. It's a singular HP Elvin in base. What can you do kung kayong EVOS?
I mean, hinahanap na rin siya ni KLB dito. You cannot do anything, but KLB knows, and that is a flick that will kill off Elvin. Second round goes to the hands of Stallions. And man, what a back and forth for these two teams. Nakikita mo rin, the defense and the offense of both sides is very, very good.
Grabe, high pressure game already dito sa labanan natin. No, none of the players are hesitating pagdating dito sa kanilang play. Actually, the difference maker, no, between yung dalawang teams natin is whether or not they actually missed a shot or whoever got shot in the head first. So this is that type of game, no? I mean, may point naman talaga si sinabi ni 0-2 kanina. You know, Stallions, they do have the firepower, but the tactics of EVOS really is what makes them dangerous. So let's see if the tactic of the A side take works para sa kanila dito.
Oh, I've seen this before. And it's KSA going up with against KLB and big shot, second headshot onto KLP. Trickles now for KSA. They find out Elvin pero nandun pa rin naman. May insurance policy si KLR and EVOS cleans up house. What a fast round here in round number 3.
Grabe, and this is now the dangerous part para dito sa Stallions. So I mean, their second mid is now starting to be busted open dito. So I feel like they're probably gonna put an additional player to try and see if they can reinforce itong second mid position natin in order to avoid maybe an A split or a B split dito, pare. But at the same time, that is gonna leave another spot open dito sa mapa, which is possibly itong MR. Pero to be fair, no, kanina pa namang hindi tinatake itong Stallions, itong LR natin. I feel like it's too risky of a buffer point na gustong i-take para makakuha ng B-side control. Pero, ay nga, feeling ko, I mean, Stallions, they can just stay in their places. But at the same time, pag nakakuha na ng map control, like LR pa lang dito para sa EVOS, I think that should be an immediate rotation. Pero knowing EVOS, Elvin could be lurking at any spot dito, pare.
Yeah, he's already just planting himself, you know, going towards Luwag. Pero sabi ng EVOS dito, fortify natin MR ng unti-unti. Alam nila that lockers has not been occupied mula dito sa Stallions for a very long time. Pero Stallions hindi pa rin naman kumakagat, going for default plays. And now, we're seeing a lot of movements as well on the passage. EVOS moving their way slowly towards LR, looking at every corner. Pero si KLP nakatingin doon. Elvin as well with the TRG now. Looking towards getting these retakers. They get the hold of lockers quite carefully. Kano holding down passage alone. Man, this is such a slow push mula dito sa EVOS, and they don't even have the C4, so pwede pa sila umikot towards A.
And for in the hands dito ni Yobib, no, Polar. So we know na he is gonna be more familiar with his weapon more than anything. Pero tatlong tao na nasa loob ng B-side. KSA in a prime position to try and punish itong si KLB. Pero KLP will get Zetra. Not the sniper fight he wanted, but he gets it with an EBR anyways, pare. Kano Trying to contain this second mid position. Keller gonna get sprayed down pero alam niya ba na may tao dito sa loob ng vents? Kano still gets a damage dito kay KSA. There's pressure from CR. At dito sa luwag, Elvin will end the lives of 2 players on the site. 2 versus 2. KLP will get the finish but Elvin will get the nade. It's a 1 versus 1. KLP versus Elvin. The bantamweight fight dito sa luwag pare. Elvin napahulog. Narinig na dito si KLP. It's about that headshot and he gets the better of him. Another clutch para kay Elvin, his second in the game.
Elvin is nasty, man. Able to get 6 kills now. He knows, man. Sobrang aware ngayon. The map awareness of Elvin, he knows where everything is at. And Stallions, napapakagat ng unti-unti. And with the TRG, he picks up Floyd, JJ, kills someone here, and as well as KLB. So 2 out already for EVOS. Pero susugod pa rin naman si KLR dito. Wala siyang pake. It's a 2v4 now, Sneaky. Kung saan both of the players of EVOS are in outer. Not yet committing to any side.
Elvin, KSA, has to left alive para dito sa EVOS, no? Stallions, obviously, the type of team to not look for that kind of, or not actively look for these 2 players, no? Fully knowing itong si Elvin, he can slip by at any moment in any position. JJ starting to belt down yung kanyang HP bar dito, 22 HP, and you know damn well the EBR is so annoying pagdating dito sa mga wallbangs in this second mid position. Elvin stuck in his place. Woods gonna be occupied dito ni Kano. Naku po, malapit na siya matamaan dun. And it actually goes through his legs. Pero EVOS still taking their sweet time, man. No reason to be this forward or no reason to go forward this early dito sa round natin.
It's very crazy as well, no? Sneaky, kanina, nung battle for third natin, we weren't even able to reach the 1 minute mark or last remaining minute. Ngayon, gamit na gamit ng both teams natin ang timer. Pero KLP moves towards A side. Here towards Luwag. Elvin pushing as well. Papunta dito sa CR. KLB knows it is something. Kailangan niya i-fortify tong gitna na to and hits the shot instantly onto Elvin. Naku po, pinagbababaril. Mag-ingat ka kasi nandiyan naman si KSA. He sees the C4. Waiting for the retake as well. Coming in from Kano. At sila na nga kumuha ng mga bodies dito ng EVOS. Man, that was questionable plays mula sa IGL but they still get around.
Yeah, and Stallions now starting to get a bit more control pagdating nga dito sa kanilang GR side. No? I do think they finally recognize na second mid defense is a bit weak para sa kanila dito. So there's a lot more focus in towards that second mid position. And ayun nga, so far, Zetra has been extra quiet these first few rounds. Pero we usually see him try and pick off itong si KLP from that second mid position. Pero naging trabaho na dito either ni KLR or ni Elvin. I feel like they really want to preserve si Zetra, especially for the later parts ng round natin, knowing how good he is at around the 50 to 40 second mark pare pag mataas na yung pressure.
Yeah. He's the one to provide the performance na nobody can do. So parang ang plano dito siguro ng EVOS is just Zetra, take your time. We'll be able to bounce back later on and use you as our main weapon towards getting these wins. Somewhat working. 3-2 tayo dito ngayon. And in the 6th round, sabi din ng ating mga players dito, let's try to take MR now. Going towards lockers, pero they fortify mula dito sa Stallions. Ang locker area natin. JJ close by, so close. And together with one more player, si Kano pa yung kasama niya dito. What an adjustment.
Oh, but are they gonna back off in time? No flashes, no nothing galing dito sa EVOS. So pure contact lang talaga dito sa LR natin. KSA gonna try to bait the jump. Pero JJ, nakaalis na sila just in time. Kano, tinalikuran ng 3 miyembro. Elvin. Another sick timing that he can go for. Passage position could be available. He can take out itong si Kano. Kano will take out itong si Yobib instead. JJ na hindi pa nasa loob ng 2F. Zetra will go down. And it's another sweep of the offense para dito sa Stallions. EVOS. KLR na lang natitira. I have no idea how he ended up right behind KLP. But a win is a win anyways. Para dito sa Stallions. 3-3. Equal game para sa dalawang teams natin. And this is gonna be very good para sa Stallions. So knowing yung strong point ng kanilang mapa dito is that BL side. At the same time, once that second half turns, pare, Zetra, he's gonna be a very dangerous guy.
What a solid defense. Kanina doon mula sa Stallions. And now, it's a tie game, Sneaky. Elvin, still the one to hold the TRG. Trying to battle out here in Woods. Grabe din yung timing dito, Sneaks. kung saan both teams right now having the advantage. It all ends up in a gunfight that ends up with just one player left. Pero the 45, tatlong players dito ngayon in Woods or towards CR. Pero Keller falls back, very much low in HP, 44.
Grabe. Kellar playing a messed up version dito ng dodgeball, pare, trying to dodge 3 EBRs firing at him at the same time, pare. I mean, good thing he got out just in time with a bit of sick parkour, pero any other player, that would have been a done deal, pare. But with that being said, B-side lack of presence para nga dito sa EVO. So, feeling ko Stallions, they're gonna start to feel that A-site might be the way to go. Pero KSA, another classic Ben's position para sa kanya dito. He needs to open up itong CR natin or second mid. Kasi pag pure take lang talaga from luwag, itong EVOs, I don't think it's gonna work.
Yeah. Kahit pag isa lang si KLB, you know that he can just kill at least 2 people and the round's over. But 1 minute left, C4 close towards out there. KLR nagpapakita ng onti dito. They try to pick off KLB, unsuccessful. KSA now might push here towards vents or into passage. Pero paunti ng paunti yung oras natin. That's why Elvin now pushing very much closely towards CR. Dito sa gitna, Loy spotted. Loy still alive. They know na isa na lang ang pwedeng puntahan dito ng EVOS. They're going towards A right now, stacking all of the players. KSA falls from the sky. Kaso nga lang hindi pa rin siya nakita. He's still alive. There's gonna be a distraction here for the side of Stallions. They push out Loy. Still not able to kill him off. Right now, here's the headshot. KLB as well. Takes one before he falls down. EVOS style gets 2 kills. JJ from behind. What a luwag push. Si KLR nasa likuran. Si KLR namamatay.
Oh my
JJ
God!
with the triple kill.
Grabe, and I called it from the beginning doon, Bipolar. I don't think an A-take is gonna work at that point. No presence sa B-side para sa EVOS whatsoever. So they knew sa simula pa lang ng execute na yon na magiging A-side ang kuha ng ating EVOS na squad. At the same time, Loy getting KSA immediately. That means available yung CR para dito sa Stallions to defend this entire luwag push. Grabe naman yun, and the perfect flank para kay JJ STS with an absolute read pagdating dito sa ating last round. And this is now STS starting to roll a bit on the momentum, pare. JJ now starting to come online at the same time. Ang ganda rin ng pinanggagawa dito ni Loy. He's getting so much damage. He has 7 assists on this EBR, pare.
Yeah. Alam na natin yan, no? Si JJ and si Loy are the ones to make a difference kapag sila nasa server, and that's why Kano able to get one. And as well, KLP, double trouble ngayon, pero si KLR meron sagot. Will kill off the other IGL. And now, kung kanina walang B presence ang buong EVOS, they're going towards locker. Sasamahan ni Yobib dito with a TRG. Not able to spot out KLP. Kaso nga lang, I think they're just gonna be playing this slow, Sneaky. Ayaw mo na gusto mo na kumuha ng pick dito ng EVOS.
Yeah. STS needs to press tab, man. Patay na dito si Elvin, so I don't think there's gonna be a big flank incoming. So it is most likely EVOS just staying together. Kel are actually gonna decide to be the sacrificial lamb potentially para sa kanyang team. So I think the best course of action na pwede nang gawin is cause a distraction dito sa passage or dito sa second mid as he does right now. Down to 1 HP. KSA and Yobib. Let's see what the attacker duo can do. 2F position taken. KSA with the HK does get the one tap dito kay KLP, pero nandito na si Kano at si Loy. The flank is so fast para dito sa Stallions.
Wow.
And just like that, it's a 5-3. And Stallions, grabe yung pagkarga activity nila, pare. Parang unang barrel pa lang dito ng EVOS, there's already a rotation incoming.
Man, feeling ko, narinig ka nga nila no, na kailangan nila ma-realize na si Elvin wasn't there. That's why Kano pushed outside of outer, papunta dun sa may forklift. They were able to pick off Kellar, and it was just easy pickings after that. Ngayon, first 2-round lead for the side of Stallions. And they look formidable as long as it keeps on going. Multiple angles being taken by EVOS right now, considering possibly an events and a passage push once again. But look at this, 3 players moving. Dito sa mid natin, Loy, and as well as si Kano pushing out. Kellar will be falling down. Kano falling low in HP, pero hindi pa rin siya mamamatay. They dodge all of the bullets.
Yun nga. 1 kill and they're immediately out. Stallions, of course, knowing yung kanilang textbook na disiplina dito, no? They've already satisfied themselves with the kill dito sa IGL. And now EVO is having to operate with only 4 players. And they still have to take some map control dito, pare. But still, it's just the outside play para dito sa EVOs. Obviously trying to catch yung aggression dito na Stallions. So if ever they do want to go for more, pero tignan mo naman. Look at this discipline. Stallions are not budging, pare.
Yeah. Nasa pader lang sila man. They're not even pushing anymore. Okay na daw yun. Napatay na natin yung IGL. Let him lead his team with him dead in the ground. Some switches of the guns. KLB might possibly push here. Or just plant himself here in Luwag.
He wants a spray gun. Ayaw nilang tap gun in that position, man.
Yeah. Mas madali rin kasi if you are gonna get bombarded with flashes, just spray and pray at baka makuha ka at least ng isa or possibly even the better outcome would be 2 kills. 40 seconds in, here comes the first
that's
grenade,
not the
hits
flash.
the head. Oh my god, it's not a flash. Hindi, wala magagawa yung M14 mo dyan. It's hard to say, but they
I
put
feel
some
like
counter grenades as well.
late na realize na HE yun, pare. And sabi, oh, it's green.
Ang laki. Bilog. Hindi siya
Bilog.
ano.
Oh, ang sakit. Uy, KLB? Ito, masakit to. Pag nakuha mo si Ubib. Oh, di pa
Okay,
namin
say.
napapa.
He's setting up, man.
Pero
Possibly just a decoy, pero they're going to Luwag. They move the players of the Stallions at the right moment, and KSA finds Loy. What was that? And they have all of Luwag, pero KLB nagstay pa din naman
Uy, nating si
siya.
Elvin.
He's getting the damage in. Look at the grenade connecting. There's no more time. Yes, there is. 39 seconds refresh. Kano gets 1 versus 2 versus
Oh,
3.
KSA.
And now KSA malilikuran ata KLP. Oh,
Hurry,
he
out
doesn't
in the
get
open.
kill. What a fumble mula dito kay KSA and STS out of nowhere gets this round.
Grabe, a big mistake galing kay KSA. He pulled the trigger immediately dito sa CR, pare, knowing na tatlo pa sila out in the open. And it could have been cause of distraction para dito kay Zetra. Zetra could have been the first contact, pare, para sa kanyang team. And that would have been a different story para dito sa EVOS. Pero Team Stallions hitting the most impossible shots dito sa ating round. At the same time, a hell of a good hold dito sa A site. The fact na nakakuha pa siya ng kill and a dink on the player planting, pare. Stallions, they're on point dito sa sub base.
I mean, it's actually crazy no na KSA doing those things. Feeling ko nasa ere pa siya nung pababa siya do. So, you know, the momentum of this guy would have been a difference kung nag-hold lang siya like at least 2 seconds. Man, I did not expect na ganito kadikit yung laban natin. Yes, may advantage dito ang Stallions, but you know, EVOS have been providing us the gunfire in the offensive side that is very much staggering the Stallions right now. You can see though, in the player camps, masaya ang Stallions after that outcome.
Yeah, I feel like I would be happy too, especially knowing we're going into the side where we do get the most production, which is that PL para dito sa Team Stallions. EVOS though, they are blue for a reason. They have that, you know, they have that signature GR side as well. Granted, sub-base ang ating mapa, pare, but let's not doubt the almost 3P champions if ever they do pull this off, especially itong si Zetra. No, Zetra, especially after having, you know, bad first halves, like bad, you know, first few rounds dito sa game natin, he's not the type of person to freeze. If anything, pare, baka ito na yung time na mag-activate sa second half. And Team Stallions have to play around this smartly kasi if they underestimate Zetra here and play reckless dito sa second mid, play reckless dito sa LR, yun nga, EVOS could have space for a comeback dito, pare. So Stallions, they need to keep at it.
Tsaka, all it takes is one shot from Zetra to disable the entirety of Stallions. We're just waiting for that to happen. But Team Stallions right now, man, you can see Kano also the ramping up potential. Palamang na ng palamang, you can see it in his eyes. Loy also popping off at the right time, able to see the behind the enemy lines, as well as JJ. I think he got like 9 kills already in terms of like 6 rounds. But looking at EVOS, man, Elvin was the one to provide us a beautiful BL side using the TRG, which is something na we don't usually see, na si Elvin mismo ang gumagamit ng TRG dito, wherein, yeah, feeling ko tuloy, no, Sneaky, Zetra is laid back muna for this first set, or at least for the first half.
Yeah, kind of helps as well na Kano is not sick. So, ayun nga. He doesn't have anything on his forehead, pare. This is 100% healthy Kano going into this sub-base, and we can definitely feel it para dito sa Stallions. No longer a flu game. And let's see, second half, Stallions ngayon nandito na sa BL EVOS on the GR side. Let's see what's about to happen, pare.
Pushed up already here in Woods, Yobib, together with KSA close by dito sa may stairs ng Luwag. Prioritization on vents as well. Palagi natin nakikita dyan sa CR position. Si Kel are just an insurance policy. One of the safest places, you can say, in this map. Able to go to A and as well as B. KLB starts off with a grenade close by. Not connect onto anyone. 3-2 defense, by the way. This is actually pretty nice. They hold out all of this area. Hindi man lang
forward.
pinapapasok sa woods ang buong SDS.
Yeah, Woods denial at the start of yung round natin. This is classic EVOS. This is what they did up against itong Rock Esports. And it has worked very well para sa kanila dito, especially knowing yung similarities, ironically, ng sub-base ng Stallions and itong Rock. So they're trying to see if they can apply that exact same strat book up against this Cebuano squad. Pero dahil nga napakalalim dito ng EVOS dito sa Woods position, this does leave this LR passage push wide open for the taking para nga sa kanila. But this is a risk for a reason. This is a risk that they have to take for the comeback. Pero si Yobib madi-discover dito sa Woods, and that is a 4 versus 5 immediately, pare.
Yeah, and they instantly back off for the side of EVOS. They put Cetra now here in shutter. Can he spot out one? Ooh, the first shot does not connect. 1 minute left for Stallions, and they move towards MR. Mukhang sasamahan nila si JJ dito, possibly even. But the C4 not moving actually. It's in the hands of Kano.
Kano?
Are they gonna push? Yes, they're gonna be pushing in mid. Pupunta sila dito sa Dark Room. And Cetra gets out 1 kill. JJ falling down. Oh, Cetra 2K. Kano with a pistol though gets 1 kill. Can they kill off Elvin before they get killed? Yes, that's 2 for 2. Or 3v2 right now. As KLR and KSA try to go for the retake. Still a lot of flashes and smokes for the side of STS. Kano puts himself in MR or close to MR. At naglalayag ngayon si KLR man. Kano spotted here in MR. KLR wants to finish this kid down, and yes, he does. 2v2. 20 seconds. KSA is now activating here in shutters, pero nasa taas si Loy. Loy, can you get the girls first? Here comes the switch of the guns. Kaso nga lang, KLR spotted. KSA with 1v1 situation, both low in HP. KSA with HK and hits the shot. 5 seconds is enough. And EVOS gets this round.
Ayun na nga. Sigh of relief para dito sa EVOS, no? That could have went easily back in the way ng Stallions as they do take that round number 1 of the second half. Granted yung Woods control nila, hindi masyado nag-work out, but they retake towards that B side was definitely key. Pero din nga, no, dahil na-pick off si Kano dito sa MR, that kind of opened up the opportunity para sa passage. Made it a chaotic 1v1 para sa kanila dito, pero KSA very aggressive pagdating dito sa luwag. Nakita na dito si Kael around the corner does get spotted. KSA with the headshot. He may miss once, but never twice. 3 versus 5. Stallions stuck in Woods.
Man, what a peek. And a beautiful flash, by the way. Beforehand, nung nakapatay doon si KSA, sugutan ngayon ng Stallions. And they're all scattered all around the map. What can you do kapag ganto kaganda ang depensa ng EVOS, Nikki?
EVOS, this is yung quintessential EVOS, no? Especially pagdating na dito sa GR side. Don't have to take map control anymore. You are the ones holding, and EVOS obviously one of the best defensive teams dito sa bansa natin, whether you hate them or not. Still, you have to respect the skill that is being displayed right now by this team. Pero Kano, if anyone is to look for an opportunity para dito sa Stallions, it is gonna be this kid. However, Zetra trained dito sa LR. If he crosses the corner, it's not gonna be good news. Zetra temporarily distracted. Kano waiting for the perfect opportunity para makapasok dito. It does see Elvin. Elvin spotted, but I think Elvin spotted him as well. 59 seconds left on the clock. Not much time, not much nades, not much onus here. Pero yun na nga, Elvin sprayed down dito ni Kano. Kano going forward, KLB targeting ito si Keller. What a push on the B site! They somehow turn it around. 2 versus 2. Yobib nakapasok na dito sa shutter. Kano low on HP, pero nasa loob siya dito ng ating DR. KSA distracted temporarily, but Yobib knows na naandun si Kano. JJ on the 1 versus 2. Him last left alive to defend this round, but it's a 2-man post. JJ dancing around the pole, but it's not gonna be enough. 6-5 EVOS erasing that first half effort, pare.
Man, what an entrance mula dito sa STS, but EVOS clutching it all up with Yobib and KSA. They clean up house. Unfortunate circumstances, but man, for both of these teams, you can see to-to-to lang ang level of gameplay natin. And now, they tried to go to Woods once again. Another easy hold mula dito kay Yobib. Sprays down onto 2. Siya pa una makakapatay. Pero Kano out of nowhere gets 1 through the wall. Bang din si KLB. 2 for 1 exchange is not good for EVOS. And now, gusto ni Kano. He is hot. He wants to go in. Re-smoke mula kay Keller. Spots out 1. Goes in for the peak. And doesn't shoot anyone. Pero Kano close by already. Let's see, na siya.
Pinalikan niya pa.
Oh my god, this kid is crazy and for kills. Okay! Double kill for Kano and they easily go into A. Meanwhile, KSA going in the footsteps of STS, spotted already. Kano wants this kill. He wants it sad. Pero si KLB ang kukuha. Instant headshot onto KSA.
Grabe, look at all the bodies dito sa second mid, pare. It's absolute corpses para dito sa EVOS. The wall bangs with the EBRs. Granted, nakuha sila na first kill, but they easily get two in return itong Stallions. And they take full advantage of it. And of course, it is the kid, the wonder kid Kano, with the turnaround entry frag. He knows exactly where yung dalawang shutter players are, considering that prior information. And that was a freebie para dito sa Stallions thanks to Kano.
Ang aggressive nga talaga, man. Totoo nga. Kasong alam si JJ nag-overextend. It was Yobib holding down the corner. And this is now a comfortable start mula dito sa ating EVOS. Pero meron pa rin naman nasa events. And he has the C4. It's Kano. At nagpakita na nga half HP dito kay KLR. Loy also fortifying this area. Kaso nakita nga ba? Loy is still there. KLR needs to back off towards si Kep. 3-2 set up now for EVOS. Forced by the Stallions. And they go into mid. Ooh. Everyone is there.
Oh, how do you get that kill still? Yun lang, Kellar. How do you hit that headshot? M4 on point, KLB, crossfire, somehow dismantled ng Stallions! That should have not worked para sa Stallions, pare! EVOS! Scrambling for a retake.
Man, that was an obnoxious take mula dito kay Stallions. Nasira nila kahit na nakuha agad si KLR doon. Now, Cetra here in Luwag will be picked off by KLB. This round is for Stallions, pero si Elvin pa rin naman nandito. Can he possibly go for a clutch up of the century? Flash will be there. KLP behind KLB. The KL brothers go hand in hand. They see of Elvin, they play discipline. Ibibigay niya kay KLP. Tapos second pick na lang dito si KLP. Kaso nga lang Elvin! Elvin with the double kill! And the clutch is insane!
Grabe, the third clutch para dito kay Elvin. He is single-handedly keeping EVOS in contention dito sa laruan natin. I mean, granted, Zetra is not as online as we expected it to be. But Elvin picking up the onus for the squad. Grabe, the man who's been criticized the most dito sa EVOS is now forcing his will dito sa sub-base.
It was a good plan for Stallions, yes. But Elvin knows, man. He has been silent since the group stage, and now in the finals, he is now performing. And he is showing us he is the boss. EVOS Fortify, CR right now. 3-man push mula sa Stallions. Possibly might happen here in MR, especially with the C4 there. Good grenade connecting onto KLR. Pero papasok sila dito. Lalabanan ni KLR dito si Loy. Kaso nga lang hindi sila makakyat. The timing might be right, but KLR still finds the shot onto the head of Loy. Look at Elvin as well. Becoming a smoke criminal. He gets one, pero traded off by KLP.
Grabe, and it is not yet over. Stallions, in classic Stallions fashion, the moment that they look like they start losing, KLB gets a pick off on the other side of the map. 3 versus 3. Control nasa kamay ng Stallions itong lockers position. Meron na silang buffer papasok dito na B side, but it could be a pure distraction play para dito kay KLP just to get Zetra off of his position to make it slightly easier. Pero Zetra now scrambling to look for the Stallion sniper dito, pare. KLP, despite being on an off angle, still gets hit by Zetra. And Kano will go down. And oh no, doom and gloom para dito sa Stallions. 2 low HP players, but KLB, El Capitan, can still make this work. Yobib KSA on life support.
Gusby, he knows it. Both players are low actually. And KLB still has a smoke, still has a flash. 35 seconds, he plants the bomb in the open. And he pushes. He goes close towards Shutter. Gusto niyang labanan, gusto niya mapitas yung isang player dito while Yobib goes for the big flank. KLB now might possibly go for the headshot close by. Kaso nga lang, two-prong approach, both on Shutter and as well as the passage. KLB needs to decipher, needs to surgically remove one of these players, and nakuha niya na ngayon isa, and he gets the double. One headshot and a dream. KLB finds the round for Stallions.
Grabe, ayan na. Nagsasalita na si KLB. Sinasabi niya kung kaya nyo mag-clutch, kaya ko rin yan. And I'm El Capitan and you better know that name. Stallions, 2 points away from closing out home court advantage para sa kanila dito. Sub-base, almost theirs, pero EVOS, knowing them, they're gonna fight tooth and nail despite the scoreline dito. Stallions looking for an A-hit. KSA down immediately up against 3. Yobib in a bait position. Are they gonna check it? Are they gonna check it? Hindi. Iiwan nila to actually.
What a turnaround. Hindi na kailangan i-check kasi hindi naman sila pupunta doon. EVOS now are scrambling all around the places. Saan nga ba sila pupunta? They cannot hear anything anymore. It's dead silent here in A. And Loy pa nga ang gagawa ng distraction, trying to put these players still on A. The smoke mist and it went into the waters. Pero ano nga ang plano dito? Nasa submarine naman, lumalangoy na kasama yung mga isda.
Ay. Pero KSA out of commission dito sa round natin, pare. Trying to challenge itong luwag natin early. Can't blame him, no? It's a good angle, pero up against 3 players, it isn't. Yobib would have been a great bait position, pero feeling ko Stallions are just looking for a second pick here. I don't think this is a commit dito sa B-side just yet.
Yeah.
Iwan lang nila dito si KLP. He's gonna be looking at Shutter DR this entire time. But as soon as bumaril siya dito sa LR, the entire attention ng EVOS mapupunta dito sa B-side, pare. And it is gonna be a re-hit on the A-side. If they can take out the OB ASAP, this could be good. But instead, they just take out both second mid players. Keller, Zetra down. JJ spraying down itong si Yobib and KLP. Elvin, kung kaya mong lumason, sabi ni Kael, kaya na rin. 9-6, Stallions are galloping towards a win dito sa sub-base.
Wow! Man! And they exposed Yobib because he just removed himself from that box. It's now set point for Stallions and they start off the round with KLB, the IGL killing off Kellar. What a statement here in sub-base. Damaged but still alive. Cetra has yet to be online, has yet to feel the presence from EVOS. And KLP now wants to push this, possibly even with M14. He doesn't have the TRG anymore. At siya nga magpupush, Yobib falls down, possibly even one more. Look at JJ, nalikuran agad from the vents and KSA doesn't know it. Bamboozled and they don't know. It's all up to Elvin and he is taken down. First round. First set goes to the hands of Stallions and amazing gameplay for KLB.
Grabe, home court advantage works para dito sa mga Cebuanos. And here we go. Team Stallions take sub-base for the first map ng ating Grand Finals, pare. Stallions, the macro was insane. Dito sa sub-base, pare, the fakes, the placement of KLP dito sa LR to cancel out yung mga rotations every single time, and the fact that they played around Zetra dito sa laruan natin. Pansin mo yung mga executes ng Stallions, those are really hard to defend as a sniper. Saan kayo papasok? Second mid, passage. Obviously, those aren't long angles. You are facing the opponent immediately, pare. So Zetra, obviously not having a good time, and EVOS without their star sniper, pare, they fizzled out dito sa subbase.
Yeah, and with Elvin just taking all of the manpower for EVOS here, it might have taken a toll on him. So baka on set number 2, Cetra really needs to deliver on how he is, on how we provide him the number 1 spot in terms of KDA, man. And ngayon parang absent dito ngayon si Cetra. But nonetheless, Stallions, from KLB to KLP to JJ to Lloyd to Kano, man, everybody was playing insane. They were able to spot out everyone in an instant. In a matter of like 2 seconds, yung 2v5 naging 2v2. Like, how do you do that? Stallions lang ata nakakagawa nun.
Yeah, for sure. No, I feel like Stallions is also one of those few teams that can actually target star players. No, dito sa tournament natin, yun nga, goes back to the point dito kay Zetra na I feel like he was particularly targeted dito sa sub-base kasi obviously, no, sub-base not the best map pagdating sa mga snipers unless we're talking CR second mid and or LR. But no opportunities were found. Granted, may occasional shot galing dito kay Zetra, no pare, but I feel like it wasn't enough to take them over the hump. Overall, Stallions played this sub-base perfectly, pare.
Yeah, perfect indeed, and there's too much to dissect, so why not? Let's throw it on to our panel para sila naman ang mag-explain ng ating sub-base. It's time for Mochi and Salvatore on the panel.
EVOS
Man.
was not prepared mentally. Oh my God, sorry Mochi, nakalimutan ko na namang di ako
Go
anchor para
lang.
sa
Sige,
araw na
tuloy mo
to.
na yung sinasabi mo.
Oh my goodness, a masterclass ng sub-base. Home court nga talaga nila, no? And I was just dumbfounded na they had to take a 2024 playbook para gawin yung execute na yon, Mochi. What a play. What a second half. Yun talaga ang highlight ng larong yun ng Team Stallions.
Yeah, exactly. And it seems like the first half were pretty close, not gonna lie. Pero the moment nga natulad sabi mo, nagkaroon tayo ng second half, sila na ang nagdikta, sila na ang nagbasa at sila na ang nagpahula dito sa EVOS. Ano nga ba talaga yung gusto nilang gawin? Kasi medyo nakakagulo, no? Nakakagulo ng utak, nakakabaliw. Kung saan nag-rotate sila dito. Hindi mo alam kung saan sila diretso. Tapos biglang mobile ka lang, hala doon lang uli pala sila babalik, no? Definitely, na nakihirapan itong si EVOS na makapagbasa ng bahagyan. Tulad nga na sinabi mo, it is reminiscent with the stuff that they're doing a year ago. Kaya balikan naman natin ang ating mga highlights dito ngayon kasi balita natin ang matitindi yung mga pop-up natin dito and kitang-kita din naman yung mga pinagsisigaw ng ni KSA and as well as ni KLB. Pagka nakikita natin yung mga povcam nila na talagang palong-palo sila lumaro.
Emotions running wild already in game number 1. That's how intense the series is. Ganun kataas ang taya para dito sa laban na to. You know, it's regional dominance. No? Manila has been overtaking Cebu for quite a year now. Pero ngayon, pinapakita na nga ng Team Stallions that they are now here to play. From heroics ni Elvin, ang pagganti ng api. Wala dito kay KSA having a lackluster first half pero ang ganda ng bawi niya here. Cetra getting exposed, hindi siya makapwesto. The position of Team Stallions was so crucial. There was no sniping domination. Wala dito sa EVOS Arcilla, which is one of their primary go-to plays para mahirapan ng kanilang mga kalaban. Team Stallions delivered a hard-hitting and very aggressive crossfire na a rare occasion to para sa EVOS na hindi nila nasabay.
No, and it seems like yan din yung beauty of having the sub-base, no? Kung gusto mo mang malaan naman, but at the same time be calculated at that, then definitely pwede mo piliin itong mapa nga to. And once again, it's pretty much already a given na fact, no? Sub-base is definitely Team Stallions map, and 10-6 has been like pretty much a big lead, to be honest, dito kontra sa EVOS Arcilla, no? Talagang nahirapan si Zeta dun, pero let us check out sino nga ba ang ating Zeta MVP. O, sinong nagulat? Si Kano.
Sino pa ba? Pinapatahimik na tayo kasi sinasabi niya, wag na kayong magsalita. Wala na kayong dapat pwedeng ikuda kung bakit ako ang MVP. Imagine the impact that this man led para ma-force yung mga 3v5s into what? A 3v2? A 2v2? Grabe nga naman yung cojones na dala dito ni Kano to make sure that those entries will not be in vain. Ganon ka-risky yung ginagawa ni Kano and as well as KLB, pero Kano will be having the spotlight here, going as far as recording those double-digit kills. Lalong-lalo na nga rin yung pagbato niya nga ng mga risky plays para una, depensahan yung shatter, kunin kagad yung control sa LR. Nung lumipat naman sila na kailangan nilang umatake, he made sure na every entry was on point. Kasi nandoon yung timings para maiwasan nila si Cetra and as well as to divide the attention ni Elvin, pati na nga rin ni Yobe, which pag pinagsama mo, malakas na puwersa yun. That is the redeeming factor dito ng Team Stallions. No? It's all in the timing, no, Mochi?
Yeah, and map design is gonna be a bit different, no? So, sa susunod nating mapa, it is going to be port. And the issue here is the moment that you give Cetra a space that he can definitely make the most out of, this might be quite of a headache to be dealt with dito ng Team Stallions, no? Lalong-lalo na during yung first half natin, nung sub-base, nakita din natin kung gaano medyo naging buffed etong si Elvin with taking multi-kills after multi-kills. So the moment that they get their C4 planted in a specific site, at idagdag na rin natin siguro yung prowess na i-offer dito ni KSA is definitely still worthy of acknowledgement din dito, no, for EVOS Arcilla. So what is going to be the game plan here for Team Stallions to do prevent those types of strengths na meron dito kay EVOS? And for EVOS naman paano kaya nila muli magsasagot itong panalo ibinato sa kanila ni Team Stallions sa mapa ng sub-base?
You can definitely feel, no, Mochi, na these two teams are fueled by passion eh. Ramdam mo na EVOS Arcelia wants the smoke, they're being aggressive with it and they're trying their best para makapag-accumulate ng isang magandang defense. Yung ginawa ni Loy at ni Kanu kanina na entry kagad dun sa second mid kaya ang daming bangkay na nakita. That was already a solid defense mula sa EVOS which to us, sobrang surprising na bakit nakuha pa ng Team Stallions yung anggulong yon. And not to mention the CR control na meron dito ang pagkuha ng Team Stallions. I just don't know paano nila nagagawa yung ganong klaseng plays.
Hindi ko rin alam men, pero ang alam natin, meron tayong comment na i-feature dito, no, bago natin i-post sa ating break. At sabi dito ni Wayne J. Wagas Kaputolan, best map, nasa TSTS ang subdays talaga.
Absolutely true. Wala, totoo naman talaga yan.
Ayun na,
Ang
nangyari na nga eh.
pinakakaibang outcome lang talaga dito, no, with PH Masters concluding, no. Nakita naman natin na EVOS really delivered that hard hitting of a map, pero ngayon iba na ang ihip ng hangin ngayon. Stallions taking their very own map pick. We now head into port for our second map. Kita mo nga naman, no, Mochi, kinuha kagad ng dalawang higanting teams na to yung kanilang map pick early into the series.
Yes, indeed. Let's see what's gonna happen here dito sa party ka na nagsabi. This is EVOS Speak, so we will be knowing more later on. Mochen Salvatore dito sa panel. Mag-abang kayo dahil hindi pa natatapos ang laban.